Hello, my friends. I came across two research articles on the exact same day. One of those research articles was about a specific vitamin and muscle loss. The other research article was about brain health, memory loss, and this exact same vitamin. And I found that interesting. So I decided to stop what I was doing and make a fun little video about it in the style that I like, which is my fun little PowerPoint. So hold on one quick second. I'm going to pull up my slides and we're going to talk about the research and what we discovered. Share screen. This, I hope, is the right screen. Come on. Share. Cool. All righty. Thank you, guys. So anyway, hi, I'm Dr. Becky, sharing my wonderful Wellness Wednesday videos with you through my group, Abundant Health Naturally, here in the Villages, Florida. But again, as I shared, I saw two research articles, same vitamin, but two different things. And so I thought, especially for those of us who are 55 years of age and older, you would find this research very interesting, because one of those research articles talked about muscle loss. And again, here in the Villages, the two things that I hear time and time again are fear of loss of independence. Something happens, you fall down, maybe you break a hip and you have to go to rehab. And maybe from rehab, you end up in a nursing home. The other thing I hear over and over again is concerns about memory loss, simple little things that are happening, like, oh, where you forgot where you placed your keys, you maybe forgot somebody's name, but in the back of your mind, you're wondering, is this the start of something bad? So again, the research is really cool about simple things you can do to help with both of those. But I want to start initially, come on, slide, here we go. We're going to talk about sarcopenia, again, the medical term for muscle loss, specifically age-related muscle loss. And by the time you get to 40 years of age, 40 and on, our muscle mass tends to decline. And then typically once we hit the age of 60, then it's kind of like a roller coaster. And I mean, it just slides down that hill rapidly unless we do the things to maintain our muscle health. And in many cases, we can actually regain muscle mass. And so, again, it's important to know too that muscles, they don't only play the role of allowing us to move, to walk, to bend, to twist. No, muscles also help to regulate blood sugar. It supports metabolism. It protects our bones, as well as allows us to stay active and independent. So we need to do the things we can to keep those muscles as strong as we can for as long as we can. Also, again, this, like I said, a second research article was talking about the health of the brain, and that if there is a lower level of this specific vitamin, then what they discovered was that there's a part of the brain, gray matter, and gray matter level was decreased. And with that decrease was also a decrease of cognitive function, a decrease in memory. But when this vitamin was then brought back up to optimal levels, gray matter improved, as well as memory and cognitive function. So what's this vitamin that I'm talking about? And it's so simple. And, you know, it's not an exotic vitamin in any way, shape, or form. Simple old vitamin C. Again, two research articles, same day, two different mechanisms. But if we can get a twofer, meaning optimizing vitamin C, and then if we know that that will help muscles and help brain, you know, that's a win-win, isn't it? So how does vitamin C help the health of our muscles? Well, again, they've discovered that people that had higher vitamin C levels, and these are people 60 years of age and older, people 60 and older, if they had a higher vitamin C level, they also saw that those same people had greater muscle mass and better physical function. But what's important to know is vitamin C not only helps with muscles, vitamin C is a crucial component for collagen production. And oftentimes, again, with the buzzword of collagens and peptides, people think of collagen, ooh, my skin will be smoother, which it will be. But it's also important to know that the collagen also supports the connective tissue that allows your muscles to maintain their strength. And so, again, anything we can do to help to maintain the structure, support, and strength of our muscles is going to be very important. In addition to that, what about the brain? Why is vitamin C so important for the health of the brain? Well, one of the key reasons is our brain uses lots and lots of oxygen each and every day. And so if we're using a lot of oxygen, if we don't support the brain with good antioxidants, vitamin C being the primary antioxidant, then we can have oxidative stress in our brain. And oxidative stress is one of the key components to instigate the progression of Alzheimer's disease. Now, oxidative stress isn't the only one, but it is definitely one of the key players in the progression of Alzheimer's disease. So if we can minimize oxidative stress in the brain, that will be important. The research discovered that optimal vitamin C level was critical for normal brain function. And they discovered that people that had low vitamin C levels, lower memory scores, lower cognitive scores. When those vitamin C levels were optimized, memory scores improved, cognitive scores improved as well. So again, how awesome. And also, I didn't mention on the other side, related to muscle, they discovered that people that actually had sarcopenia, so muscle loss greater than would be expected for that age, when vitamin C levels were improved, muscle mass also improved. So even if you know you're struggling a little bit now, I don't want you to think it's too late, I can't do anything about it. Yes, you can. Optimizing your vitamin C levels will help improve your muscles and will help with the health of your brain. And again, my goal isn't to say run out to a store and buy vitamin C supplements. I want you to get your health from the foods that you eat. So what are the top foods that can optimize your vitamin C levels? Now, again, most of the time people think about oranges, and you can see citrus is up here, but kiwi, just one regular sized kiwi has 64 milligrams of vitamin C. Strawberries, 1 cup of strawberries has 89 milligrams. 1/2 of a cup of a red bell pepper has 95 milligrams. And again, 1 medium orange, so most of the citrus fruits, all in the same size, is going to have about 70 milligrams. But there's a really cool tree, little bush here that grows wonderfully in Florida and then in the tropics as well. And it's called an Acerola cherry bush. And you cannot buy in Florida, you can maybe get Acerola cherries at farmers markets, but you can't get Acerola cherries in grocery stores all over the country because the skins of the Acerola cherry are very, very, very tender and easy to bruise, so they don't travel well. But if you live in Florida and you want to just grow, even in a pot, just a container Acerola cherry bush, they bloom typically 7 to 9 months out of the year. So they produce fruit, again, more than 6 months. And then they do have a short little dormant period. But Acerola cherries, just eating 3 or 4 Acerola cherries, as you can see here, will give you between 165 and 250 milligrams of vitamin C. So I mean, a massive, powerful punch. And if you think, well, heck, how much am I supposed to eat anyway of vitamin C per day? Well, for women 60 and over, ideally you would want 75 milligrams or more per day. If you are a man 60 and over, you will ideally want 90 milligrams or more per day. So on the slide before, again, 1 cup of strawberries is going to exceed the RDA for women. 1/2 of a cup of bell pepper is going to exceed the RDA for virtually all adults. 1 medium kiwi is going to give you 70 to 85% of your needs. That orange will get you close to 100% of your needs. And again, as we talked about, just 3 or 4 little bitty Acerola cherries will give you 2 or 3 times the vitamin C that you need to maintain your health. And it's important to know my goal isn't for you to think, oh, one nutrient is the answer to all of your health concerns. I'm just going to make sure I optimize my vitamin C, and then my health will be wonderful. It will be improved for certain, but it's still going to be important to do the other things. You know, it's important to exercise, eat a wide variety of healthy foods, because putting together all the pieces of the puzzle of eating right, exercising, getting good quality sleep, those are the things that stacked one on the other is going to optimize muscle health, brain health, as well as mental health, the social aspects of having a healthier body that isn't infirmed and isn't causing you any pain. So I hope that oh my goodness gracious, what in the world happened there? Anyway, I hope you found that information valuable. And I want to make sure that we can keep in touch. Again, every single Wednesday, I'm going to provide a little Wellness Wednesday tip. But for those of you who are blessed to live in the Villages, Florida, where I live, we have our live classes the second Wednesday of every month at the Laurel Manor Rec Center, except right now, again, for the months of May, June, July, the Rec Center is closed because they're doing renovations. But we will be back live in person in August. Our next class will be Wednesday, August the 12th. And it took me 5 years to find a phenomenal functional medicine practitioner. Again, I looked and I looked and I looked. Many doctors said they were functional medicine, and they were not even close. But I found one, Deb Donahue. She will be coming and talking to the class. So I hope those of you that live local can come so that you can meet a functional medicine practitioner on your own and see if you think she's as spectacular as I do. Again, thank you. Please follow me on this YouTube channel. I have another one, Dr. Becky's Better Brain Tips, where I give like quick little 1-minute videos on a quick little thing you can do each day to support the health of your brain. And you can also find me on Facebook at Abundant Health Naturally. Thank you so much. I'll see you next Wednesday. Have a good day. Bye, everybody.